We are on Frisian Marshes. This is the Warchief Club, round number 2. In the purple, we've got Cow, who's a Malian abuser. And in the blue, we've got Speedeor, who's an English abuser. So, good riddance to both of you. Right, let's not be too biased here. Let's take a look at this map, because I love this map. Take a look at that. So many sheep. Wait, did they take out more sheep? Did they rebalance this? This is supposed to be the super sheep map. Like, it had almost as many sheep as prairie. Cow is sitting on 12 right now. Speedeor is sitting on 8. Okay, yeah, it still has more sheep. Also, look at all this food. This is all shoreline fish, so you don't actually dock this, but you can do that. And the shoreline fish, of course, they gather super fast, and you gather them with villagers, which is really nice. But it's also really, really dangerous. Because that is far, far away from your town center. And if there's a bunch of warrior scouts coming, then you're all dead. Okay, Cow is running his scout around here. We will check the vision of both players. Okay. Ships in the night. Cow went for the full... Okay, he only went for 5 houses. And only in brackets. Pulled off the wood entirely, and he's now going... Hopefully... No, he's with 1 on the wood. He should be going fully on the food. He's choosing to not go for the shoreline fish, so let's take a look. Cow has 10 on food, and Speedeor has 8. But they have the exact same gather rate, and Speedeor is actually going up. Because these shoreline fish are insane. Where is he rallying? Let's check this. Okay, now he's also going on the sheep because it's a closer walking distance, and he's going to drop the council hall with those guys anyway. In just a moment. This is a Conqueror's Cup map, actually. Or rather, this has been rebalanced for the Conqueror's Cup by Bitterlin, and the original version of the map does no longer exist, so there is no trade market in this map. Which I personally love. Okay, that happened. We see the Abbey of Kings with 1 villager. Yeah, that's something you can do. That's something you can do. I'll be interested to see what Speedeor is going for here, because he's a Conqueror player as far as I know, and he probably has a game plan. Because that's something Conqueror players have, right? Right? They don't just go Abbey with 1 villager and into warrior scouts when, I mean, Cow only put 5 here. He only has 5 on the Manza Quarry right now. So, he doesn't know this is going on. If he knew this was going up with 1 villager, he'd totally rush out his feudal age and just make a warrior scout. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical when I see this landmark. But let's think about this. Also, Speedeor is with 4 on the gold still, and his age up is going, so he's going super fast castle. Like, this is a fast castle build up, and with the shoreline fish gather rate here, it's also a fairly quick one. And he doesn't even need the survival techniques for it. And right now, Cow still doesn't have any clue this is going on, because his singular scout is all the way here in the other corner of the map. And he's opening with an archery range. Okay. Cow, what's the game plan here? Because English is going fast castle, and you haven't even scouted it yet. Well, I hate to say it, but Speedeor might be successful with his Abbey one villager strategy. I mean, by now Cow must know something is going on. It's either going to be 2 TC or it's going to be fast castle when your English opponent is not up by 5 minutes. And he is coming over to check. Here comes a house, nothing else. We keep an eye on Speedeor's resources here. 8 on the gold. He's gonna overshoot gold so much. He has too little on food right now. And he also needs a little bit more on the wood. No, I mean, not necessarily. I think he made that house a little too early, because he should drop another mill on the other thingy. Okay. Imagine if Cow had gone stable and would have 2 warrior scouts here. Speedeor would be dead. Oh. But take a look at this guy. And Cow is actually going javelin throwers into this, which is possibly the worst unit he could have built. Because it's super expensive and it does essentially nothing to this knight. So yeah, let's go follow the adventures of Knight. Look at this imposing guy. Riding to victory. Or something anyway. Cow's resources look a little imbalanced too. He's dropping a second town center right now. And the king is essentially doing nothing and hitting a house. Like, if you wrap around, if you have a scout with you, then you just go for this wood line and... yeah. Okay, now he's gonna charge that guy. Let's see how much damage that charge does. Pathetically little. Oh, wow. And here you have the reason why Abbey of Kings is not a good landmark, boys and girls. Because take a look at the king's health. He's not regenerating. Like, he has the regen aura for everything else, but he's not regenerating himself. This is a bullshit unit. And it costs 300 resources. But let's take a look at Speedeor's resources. He's almost up to Castle Age. Overshooting the gold a little bit. Maybe that's intentional for knights. I don't know. But let's see. Is he going to go with the second TC for safety reason? Probably somewhere here. Yeah, I'd probably drop it right there. Or is he going to go with the White Tower? White Tower on double gold. Really? Okay. Okay. It's the White Tower. These wood lines are still unsecured. I mean, he can probably wall that off a little bit against Mali. And Mali is not really aggressive right now. I don't know what Cow is doing, but whatever he is doing, it's not working. We're 8 minutes in. White Tower is coming up. This is still a regular scout, not a warrior scout. Props to Cow for not abusing it, but I mean... it's part of the game right now. And if you don't abuse it... I mean, English doesn't seem to have any problems abusing things. Okay, that javelin throw is also just gonna die. I mean, I don't know what Cow expected when he moved out after he saw the king. And now he's moving out with his 2 ranged units. And doesn't have a spearman. Like, this is just strange to me. White Tower is up. Here comes the first knight. Cow, meanwhile, dropping his second pit mine. He's floating a lot of resources. And yeah, we see the first Donzo with the hardened upgrade coming through. Double town center, but if you look at the villager difference, like, it hasn't paid off yet, and it's been online for quite a while already. So I don't know, Cow apparently dropped the ball on something. Did he get... no textiles. Okay. And no, the king cannot close the distance on the villagers just yet. But maybe his knight friends can. This is so strange to me. Also, yeah, this is all the sheep that he gathered. So he's gonna take all the sheep now, and then he's going to move to shoreline fish. This is another weird move to me. Like, you are the one pressuring. You are Castle Age. You have the knights. Just take the shoreline fish. You have the full map control. And yeah, just go for it. Mali can't leave his base. They don't have a stable. Okay, but wheelbarrow on both sides now. Speedeor is just continuing to pump out knights. It's 5 knights, but the inherent weakness of knights is, well, spears do plus, was it plus 24? No, it's plus 20 to cavalry. So yeah, feudal age spearmen actually counter castle age knights in sufficient numbers. Insufficient numbers so they can actually poke a few times and not immediately die. Okay, and we just see masked donzos. No other production buildings for Speedeor just yet. It's only the White Tower, and the White Tower is doing nothing but knights. This game is so weird, dude. Also, why are these not healing? You guys should be healing. Like, you're in the king's range, aren't you? Kingly presence, but you don't have the buff. Do they need to be in a control group with them? No, it's just nearby units. Cow is now also castle age. Needs to get the upgrade ASAP. There it comes. Should also get a blacksmith ASAP. Yeah, and Speedeor is just taking a lot of damage on his knights, and he still hasn't killed a single villager. What's going on here? We see Speedeor starting his farm transition. Of course, he's English, it's cheaper, but there's so much food here. Oh, you're correct, you're correct. Like, I see the king so rarely, I never actually check to see what he's doing. Anyway, Cow is losing his second pit mine, or rather the houses around it. Let's take a look at the supply. Yeah, he's gonna be supply kept in a moment. Gonna go to 55 out of 51, and he's still producing. Charge coming through. Charge being stopped. Oh, don't throw away these knights like that. What? You're killing donzos. Donzos are cheap as all. I'm not gonna curse anymore, I'm sorry. Okay, now the healing kicks in. Let's take a look at this. And the healing is stopped because you're hitting a mine, pit mine. Okay, okay. More donzos coming in. Cow is trying to snipe him. Almost, almost. And he also made a wall here, getting some houses, so to avoid being pop-capped. And is Cow in major trouble here? I mean, no. He still has his Monster Quarry, he still has his first pit mine. He can just pump out cows, and he has the backwood still. I mean, now it's okay healing, I'll say. It is okay. But, like, a warrior scout heals twice as much. With no wasted landmark and 300 resource investment for it. Cow's just sitting at home massing donzos, and he has enough now to counter the entire night mass of Speedeor. What is Speedeor's game plan here? Is that... Yeah, we're still seeing more knights. Moreknights.com. Go check it out, it's fun. Okay, Speedeor is getting Steeled Arrow. He doesn't have a single ranged unit. Just pointing that out here. But he's getting an archery range. And how are Cow's upgrades looking? They aren't, because he doesn't have any. The man, the myth, the legend, King Smurf himself is here. Welcome, welcome. We're watching Cow doing cow things, and we're watching his opponent go Abbey of Memes into Fast Castle White Tower entirely naked. But we also see some donzos throw some lances, and one knight immediately dies. Yeah, but for the most part I'm good. Cow is remaking the pit mine, but with 16 knights here, they can just immediately reburn it, essentially. And how many scouts does Cow have? He only has D1. So yeah, please get a stable Cow. Just to keep a track on where the opponent's knights are. Because they're gonna kick you in the nuts if they just charge your TC. And you don't notice. Right. We see the first longbows enter the field. Kao slowly adding in his eco upgrades. We see the specialized pick. We do see the double broadaxe coming up. And the knights are gonna wipe out triple villages. Okay. I mean, at least they get... Did they even get that one? They're supposed to, because it was 2 charges. But Kao has textiles. So no, they didn't. Okay, but instead they're gonna wipe out these guys. You always wanna surround first and then attack. Because otherwise they're just gonna hop into the tower as we just saw. But it's 4 dead villagers to nothing. And that means Kao is only up 10. Okay, it's Marcel longbows now. The white tower is entirely silent. Speedeor would need a lot more wood. His eco balance is bad right now. Unless he wants to go for more knights or more men-at-arms. But he just wants to pump out the longbows. He should be having a lot more on wood. And he's doing that now. Nice. Stop listening to the stream. Alright, let's check Kao's vision again. As you see nothing. Okay, so far no villager died on this raid. Still nothing. But this town center is full. These guys need to all go over here and there's gonna be 5 spots not taken. And no, they don't need those spots anymore. 11 villagers to 0 on the kills. But there's also Donzos here, and these knights need to get out of town. Kao is doing the dreaded spearman raid on the other side, but there is 21 longbowmen here. So the king is on the run, exactly. The king is running, and he's also healing these guys while he's on the run. Interestingly enough, that apparently doesn't mean you're in combat if you're not actively attacking something. Which is nice. But Kao is doing as a Kao must. He's just burning down the houses, violating the farmers and the fields. All that pent up aggression from his animal heritage. Anyway, enough bad Kao jokes. He's trying to hide over here. These are 27 longbows. No way he can fight. I mean, he could probably fight it, but it would be mutual destruction. Let's reveal the map again and see that these knights are still going. 22 villager kills against 5. And Kao is only ahead by 3 now. He did not clean up these knights properly. Did not react well to this at all. And his oh so big army can't do a thing because these longbows are just better. And now he's also walking under the white tower, as you do, as you do. And we do see the first moss coming up from Kao, going for that first relic. Speedeor does not have that. He does, however, have double steeled arrow, like he has double ranged attack damage. And nah, no such luck from Kao. He has singular defense, and now he's getting military academy for a faster production rate, which is also a good upgrade. It's much better than people give it credit for. Just get it. Not first, but like 4th or so. Okay. We see the Farimba pumping out the javelin throwers. Are these guys upgraded? They are upgraded in... No, they are not. These are just regular javelin throwers. Why does it not show me the upgrade? Archers, Donzers. Why is the upgrade hidden? Oh. Well, weird. Very weird. But military numbers perfectly even now. But the problem I see is these are knights. They are more pop place specific, more pop place effective. And these longbows, they actually do a really good job into most other units. Because they have that extra damage, so they don't do 0 damage against armored units, but these are not armored units anyway, so... Death, destruction! Military numbers now in the favor of the English. All of the eco upgrades coming through. Also more of the blacksmith upgrades coming through. And Cow still doesn't have them. He's getting bloomery now. Wait, no, that's decarbonization. Bloomery he has already. Bup, bup. Caster's Curse. Caster's Curse. Triple archery range. Still pumping out the longbows. It's just gonna be longbows and archers. Who's the French main here? I disagree. I disagree. I would say he just needs a lot more veteran Donzos or archers himself with the poison upgrade. And, of course, this mangonel that he already has now. See if the mangonel is gonna do anything or if it's just gonna immediately die. So far, this game is very clowny. And at least Cow is remembering to make cattle. He should also just rally it behind his town center. We'll probably rally cattle from both of these sides. And he's also not taking gold at the moment, so his Farimba is silent. Yeah, I know that javelins are pretty good as range tanks, but only if your opponent is dumb. And if your opponent is not dumb, then he's just gonna target fire the Donzos, and when the Donzos are gone, then he's just gonna run his knights in and everything is dead. Like, Cow needs to... Essentially, Cow needs a keep right here, in between his pit mines, so he can gather gold. Dangerous. Dangerous, because, like, yeah. Then Speedeor is just gonna make a Springald and take out the Mangonel. But yeah, we can keep on with this discussion with counters and counters and counters of counters. Hey, talking about Springald. Oh, we are up to 50 longbows now. It's gonna be great. Honestly, Speedeor is so free now with this game. He could essentially just gather a little bit more of wood, drop 2 more farms, and I mean, don't drop farms. Yeah, just do this. Just gather the shoreline fish. It doesn't even cost anything. And go Imperial. Military numbers heavily in favor of the English. Nothing two Mangonels couldn't fix, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Okay. Cow is spelling things on the map again. Cow, if you're in this stream, I swear to God, I'm gonna kick your nuts. Yeah, he's probably done. So what he needs to do is keep his Donzos on top of his Mangonel. What he also needs is a Springald, or 2, or 3. Like, he essentially needs to play the siege game. Let the knights come in and kill them. And yeah, okay, the Mangonels are revealed, the Springalds are revealed. They are not firing, however. Oof! Oh, beautiful, beautiful English tears. I just could taste them on the tip of my tongue, but both Mangonels are now gone. And yeah, just like that, Cow has lost this game. And he didn't even get to finish his riding. Yeah, he's doing it now. No, he's actually playing to win still. Take a look at his resources. I mean, he could produce units, but he's not. We see 17 Donzos in the queue, but nothing else. And he's still sitting on 2,500 resources here, and he can drop a keep whenever he wants to. But now there is knights in the back line. And it's just gonna be a massacre. Why do we have Cow on our roster? Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder. Anyway, Speedeor is just sitting here in this base comfortably. The knights are soaking up the arrow fire for some reason. Probably because they went in first and are still alive. And the longbows are just murdering everything that pops out of any building. Even Jeff Bros, because, well, it's just longbows, right? Oh, and we're done with this game. We are done. We made it. Woo!